Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I am Chavi Gupta. I am an IIT Delhi and I am Ahmedabad alumna, and I was also the CAT 100 percentiler in 2017. So in today's video, we will talk about what should be your do's and don'ts on the final CAT exam day. I know it's just a few days away and you might be wondering what to do to ensure that you will perform your best on that particular day. Okay? So we'll get started basically by a little preparation for the final day, right? As I have mentioned in videos before, you should really prepare for the final exam by giving mocks on the same time slot. I hope you are doing that. So just keep on continue doing that because that will just improve your brain power at that particular time slot. Sleep well the day before, sleep before time. Just ensure you're not feeling very anxious or worried. Do not study a lot just the day before, and just try to keep calm. Do not just do a lot of new questions, etc. Just keep calm. You can revise a bit, you can just revise your formula sheet, etc. and sleep on time. Check whatever your center is, check how you have to reach there, how much time it will take, and all of those things. Just check that beforehand so that there's no stress on the final day. Okay, then on the day of the CAT exam, now let's just all transport over there. What you will do is you should reach at the reporting time. I have been asked that whether we should reach at reporting time or the gate closing time. Please do not aim to reach at the gate closing time, because if anything happens, you don't want to really be late for your exam, right? And with being late, you will also get worried about it so much that I'm running late and there's so much problem. So reach at reporting time. Ensure you are following all the guidelines, that you are not taking something that is prohibited, and just read up the guidelines properly one day before. See anything you have to get printed, any particular ID proof you need to take. Just ensure everything is in order and reach on time. Okay, now once you are in the center, you will go through some security and then finally you will be led to your seat. Okay, just sit down there and accustom yourself with your surroundings, specifically any lights that are there. There might be slight glare or anything happening. If there's any outside noise, sometimes construction is going on near sites, and sometimes there's just some amount of noise. So just accustom yourself with all of these things. If you have say around 1 hour, then if you just sit there and try to focus, say meditate, all of these noises you will kind of become accustomed with, and then you can really focus on the exam even with everything that is around there. Okay, while you are waiting for it, of course, check your mouse is working fine, check your pen is working fine. Just ensure everything is in order for you to give the exam and start the exam. Just right before you are starting, for 5-10 minutes, I recommend meditating, or either just close your eyes for 5 minutes and just take deep breaths. This is just to calm yourself, because before the exam you should be entirely calm. Once that timer starts, your anxiety automatically keeps on going up. Okay, so stay as calm as possible. Around 15 minutes before, if you want to drink water or visit the washroom, etc., just do all of that 15 minutes before, so that you have enough time to just sit and be calm and get into your focus mode. Okay, that is mostly it before the exam. Then of course enter your login details, read the instructions very carefully. In the instructions, it might most likely be mentioned what are the number of questions that are coming in each section, and that information you will use to identify what is the amount of time you have per question. Okay, so identify what are the number of questions, then see what is the time that you have per question, and ensure that you keep this particular number in your mind when you are solving the questions as well, because this thing is really important. This time we do not know what is the number of questions that are coming, especially the slot 1 people. So ensure that you do this small little calculation, and apart from that, just read up the entire instructions properly. And then, of course, then you start your paper. Just be sure that you are focusing completely on the paper. In case you find yourself distracting, maybe write 2 or 3 words per question or per passage. That will just bring your focus back to what you are reading and whatever question you are solving. In general, it's a good idea to, as soon as you change a question, to change the page of the notepad also that you will be getting. Okay, so that is a good idea. If suppose I am solving a question of quant and I have only half solved it and I feel it's just taking too much time, so I leave that question, but I will also leave that space on the page so that whenever I have to come back, I can just start from where I left, right? Because otherwise you'll just be redoing all of this again, or you will be searching in the different pages where really I have done the question. So it's a good idea to do this. You can just do one question per page, and it also helps a lot in LRDI as well. For me, even in reading comprehension, I would like to write down that, for example, for question 8, I have a confusion between A/C. So once I've attempted all the questions, if I feel that my attempt is really less, then I will just try to see what were the 2 options that I was confused in, and if I can potentially think of one option that might be correct. So that is one thing. Again, keep the timer in your mind, because that, of course, you have to give a good number of attempts. But do not get very anxious because of the timer. Keep it in mind that this is there, and also have your per question time with you. So have an approximate time of what are the number of questions you should have attempted by now. But do not get really stressed, because once you go into the panic state, then you will only be, reducing your own marks, which is not the right thing to do. If you feel that you are panicking, the best thing to do is just close your eyes for 20 seconds and have some deep breaths. Trust me, it might seem like some random thing, but it actually worked for me. For me, in the LRDI section, I could not do even one question in the initial 15 minutes. And that was because 5 minutes I spent in scanning the entire paper. And after that, I spent 5 minutes in trying to solve one particular set, which I could not do. Then I spent 5 minutes in solving another set, which again I could not do. And I was like, I have 15 minutes are gone, I've done nothing. But I really took a small break, 20-second break, and had some deep breaths, and then I was able to actually solve questions. So the point is not that I was able to solve questions because of the breathing, but the point is that I kept my calm because I did this. And because I was calm, I was able to solve the questions. Had I panicked at that stage of time, then I don't think that I would have been able to solve those questions. So please keep this in mind. This is one thing which might sound trivial, but really happens a lot in the exam, that people get very panicky at times if you are unable to solve the number of questions, or if you keep thinking in your mind that I wanted to solve 20 questions in VARC, I have only solved 15, and then you start to panic. So even though it's good to attempt more number of questions, but just don't keep a stress on yourself or a pressure on yourself for solving a particular number of questions as well. Okay? Apart from this, do not think that you will, get into a new strategy on the final day. So whatever strategies you have been following in your mocks, whatever strategy has worked best for you till date, I would think that that would be the best strategy for you on the final day as well. Because if you try to change your strategy on the final day, you don't really know what you are doing, right? So please do not try to do that. That is like a must. Just follow the strategy that you have finalized on in the mock test. So that is it from my side, guys. I hope that your paper goes excellent. All the best. I'll try to do a live session before the exam as well. So in case you have any last minute queries, etc., I will totally solve those. Just ensure you're solving, you're preparing as you want to, and do not put yourself into any undue pressure on the final few days. Your preparation has been good and it will give you good results. Okay? So good luck, everyone. I'll see you again soon. on the live session, about which you can either register for getting email notifications on my website, or you can join my Telegram group. The link is there in description, or you can just follow me on Instagram. I update about my live sessions on all these three. So I'll see you soon again. In case you like the video, do share with all of the aspirants who are out there and do help them as well. Bye bye and good luck.